Welcome to the Costa del Sol. It's not exactly how it looks in the tourist brochures. For 60 years us Brits have flocked here since the launch of package holidays. It's always guaranteed us sun, sea and sausage sandwiches.
Enjoy your life, go on holiday. Don't work all year for now, yeah?
But now much of it seems like a wasteland. I'm travelling the coast to meet some of the British expats still living here. It's thought 90,000 Brits fled Spain last year alone after a huge financial crisis, hardcore austerity and plummeting property prices. I'm going to follow some of the last Brits standing.
Suddenly, with your 60th birthday on the horizon, you actually realise you've actually got nothing.
I've seen people come here lose their life savings.
People that have been here 20, 30 years have gone back because there's nothing more to offer in Spain.
So is the British love affair with the Costa del Sol over?
It's roasting. It's boiling. It's hot. God, I love England. I miss it. But this is so much better.
Londoner Dave York has lived on the Costa del Sol for 12 years. Ex-prize fighter, ex-debt collector, ex-con. Big Dave is a notorious member of the British expat community. And if anyone knows just how tough things have become, it's him. I'm heading to meet Big Dave where he lives and works, in the small town of Calahonda. According to my taxi driver, it's an area packed with expat Brits.
El porcentaje de Calahonda, yo estimo que sobre el 85-90% del residente de Calahonda es británico. Banderas inglesas, todo el negocio fomentado lo que es el inglés. En el fondo es que todo esto es una colonia británica.
Big Dave owns Hardy's Bar on Calahonda's main strip of pubs and restaurants.
So talk me through your menu. My menu: shepherd's pie, steak and kidney pies, steak pie, chicken pies, British. Healthy option.
Hardy's is a culinary home from home for Calahonda's British expat community.
That was regular clockwork.
Which of the great chefs did you work under?
Aunt Bessie. Me and Aunt Bessie were like that. She taught me everything I know about Yorkshire puddings.
The great British menu is served up in the searing Spanish heat by Dave and his wife Tracy. Why do people have a roast when it's 41 degrees outside?
Creatures of habit. The English love roast dinner. Simple as creatures of habit.
What did you do before Spain?
God, I've been a prize fighter, I'm a plasterer, been a bailiff, been a debt collector, same as bailiff, but one was legal, the other one wasn't. Living the dream.
Why did you come to Spain?
I just had enough of it. I was working 7 days a week. My wife was working 5-6 days a week. I just never saw the kids. I was going to come here for a better life for my kids. And they've had a good life, I think. I wouldn't go back to London. There's nothing there for me. I like community. I think that's why I like Spain so much, because it's a bigger British community here than there is in London. There's a bigger lot of English here than there is in England. I personally think so. Another day in paradise. You can come and live the dream, but you still got to pay the bills.
Hardy's is a small family business and a sole source of income for Dave and Tracy, their daughter Charlie, her husband John, and also Tracy's parents.
I mean, that's one of the best things about having family around me. You can trust family. My wife and my kids and my mother-in-law are all 100% of the business, because it gives us all a living. It gives us all something. It's not a brilliant living, but it's a better living than nothing. Everyone thinks you're going to come to Spain and earn millions. You ain't going to do it running the bar.
Dave's in-laws have first-hand experience of how quickly things changed out here.
I sold a house in England. Eventually bought a large bar of my own here. I bought a 10-year lease on a large karaoke bar, which was great for the first 5 or 8 years, but then the trade just stopped.
Lost their life savings. They sold a house out in Florida. They sold a house in England to get this bar and came out. They work for me now. There's an old saying we have in Spain: if you'd like to make a small fortune, bring a big one with you to lose.
Have you seen a lot of people having to leave? And
Lots of people have gone home. People that have been here 20, 30 years have gone back because there's nothing more to offer in Spain.
During the good times, Dave had been serving up nearly 200 meals a day to Brits. But now, his numbers are half that.
But is it harder than it was 5 years ago?
God, yeah. Everything's harder. People are a bit tighter on money, although they say the recession's over. People are still tight on their money. The Spanish are struggling just as much as us, even more. Unemployment's high. They look at us like we're their Polish. We're over here nicking their jobs. But to be honest, the Spaniard would come here and spend all day and all night here for what I earn, believe me.
There's clearly trouble in paradise, and 17 miles down the coast road is the town of Benalmádena. It's populated by a much younger crowd of expats, attracted by the nightlife and the opportunities to earn cash from the tourist trade.
Es de dos formas, el turismo de día y el turismo de noche. El británico de día es una persona amable, educada, respetuosa, tiene muy buena convivencia, pero luego por la noche, en el momento que beben, pierden completamente los papeles. Ya cambia, no, es como el Dr. Jekyll y Mr. Hyde, digamos una persona.
I'm off to meet young British migrant workers to see if they've been hit as hard as expat families like Dave's.
It's cute. We only have the keys for that's what we have to do, wait for someone to come in so we can get into our own apartment. Hello. It's actually a joke, isn't it? Because we have one key. We only have one key between the 7 of us. It's fine, I'll just ring our neighbour. Yeah.
21-year-old Bronte and 24-year-old Sasha live in a one-bedroom flat and work in the bars and pubs around town.
So this is the Pussy Palace.
It's a one-bedroom flat shared amongst 7.
Can we throw that in the bin, please? Yeah, now that you have it out. Right, it's... No, do you know what? It's actually been in there for like 3 months. So mouldy. I think we live here like how the people in the UK think the Romanian and Polish live. Yeah. I literally think that's how we live. All in one house, all sharing everything. At one point we actually did have 12 people in it. Amanda and Sam sleep on the sofa bed, and Kaiser sometimes.
This is a chair under all the clothes.
Yeah, I have. She actually does sleep on that. It is a chair underneath the clothes. Sometimes you can sleep on the bean bags. To be honest, we just sort of fall wherever we end up. Yeah. I sleep on this bed here. Those bed sheets are horrendous. Ashley. This is Ashley, guys. Oh my god, go away, she says. We better go away before he starts throwing stuff.
Have you noticed anything about this year in terms of people? And
down away, like there's no people compared to what it was. Like 2011 was well busier than what it is this year.
Even last year was a little bit busy.
Every year it goes down and down.
People haven't got the money, so like they're all skint. They're like, oh, can I have 10 free shots, please? One beer between 5 of them. Yeah.
what's here that's not back home? Where do people come out here and work?
And why did you decide to stay here? Like,
Coventry's a shithole. Don't say that.
For me, there's nothing for me to go home to, apart from like family, but there's no jobs or anything for anyone, so
you'd probably end up doing bar work or something, but it'd be cold over there. And
so if I was going to do bar work in England, I might as well do it here, where it's hot.
Casual cash-in-hand work, cheap rent, and guaranteed sunshine lured them across Europe to the Costa del Sol. Each night, after taking turns to use the piece of mirror and the only shower, they all go to work at what's known locally as 24-hour square. It's a late-night epicentre for a peculiarly British way of spending the evening.
Hello, my darling. How are you? You fancy a couple of drinks? You get a free drink upstairs with the boys.
After just a few hours on the ground, it's becoming clear there's some underlying tensions between locals and Brits.
Pues mira, los ingleses no valen un duro, no valen nada, porque ¿sabes por qué?
O sea que somos malos, ¿no?
Los ingleses aquí siempre se han criado los dueños, en verdad. Se creen superiores.
No se hacen a la costumbre de aquí, van a sus costumbres.
Los bares vacíos de alcohol, vamos, porque se lo beben todo, como el agua.
Loads of women. Yeah, I'll give you all free shots, free cocktails, yeah?
Sí, ahí están todos los bares ingleses. Tienen fama de facilonas.
Son fáciles porque intentan ligar con los españoles para que le inviten una copa. ¿Estamos?
Sí, pero también porque va muy borracha.
También, pero son unos bárbaros. Se vean en las calles, detrás de los coches, y se meten mucho con la gente. Y son muy locos. Muy locos.
The Costa del Sol has long been a mecca for British pensioners, attracted by the warm winters and cheaper cost of living.
We've been coming here for 23 years now. Generally enjoy being fit and very English, you know.
One of those pensioners is 66-year-old Colin Gowsden.
Well, there's a song by Zac Brown Band, and the words in it are excellent. It says, I've got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in the world, a cold beer in my hand, life is good today. And that sums up the coast here, if you get it right.
Colin's living the dream in a luxury penthouse apartment, equipped with all mod cons.
2 squash courts, the jacuzzi, sauna comes included as well. This is unusual for Spain. It's a very big indoor pool.
It seems an extremely attractive way of life, but there's one thing the complex is missing: other residents.
You can see how many people are here. And personal barman. There are 16 of these lifts, 16 public lifts. The place is, August is occupied. The rest of the year, it feels like I'm the only one here. There's numerous unfinished buildings and developments that are not complete. This place here, the bank owns it. The bank has to fund all the gardeners, security, 24/7. Somebody pays for this, and it's the bank. This was gold rush country in the 70s and 80s and early 90s, and you couldn't buy a place. You had to buy off plan because everything bought was sold before it was finished. That was gold rush time.
But Colin didn't buy off plan. In fact, he hasn't bought at all. Colin is renting, and it's costing him his entire British state pension.
This is what you get for 600 euros a month, and that's what my British pension for a single man translates into. The pension from England comes in, goes out the next day.
Colin's rent takes up all his fixed income, with nothing left to live on. But that had never been the plan. He came to Spain during the gold rush years with his life savings and a money-making idea.
Free flights. To get free flights, the businesses would pay for them if you marketed the business. So instead of giving away a 10% discount, which you kind of miss, they would give away flight points. And that was the company. When your company teams up with ours, your customer can fly for free. Now, I got investment of €1 million, which was a mix of shares and equity, and it worked. It was perfect. It was my pension. Unfortunately, I got moved out sideways. Anyway, within a year it crashed and burned, and I'd actually put all my money into it, which is perhaps one of the most stupid things I ever did. Suddenly, with your 60th birthday on the horizon, you actually realise you've actually got nothing. And that's you have to sit with that and think, what am I going to do now? Hand jive, easy one.
Colin now teaches jive dance to other pensioners along the coast to make ends meet.
Whoa, go. Pose. They pay €10 for the evening. It's a 3-hour evening. If they know they're coming regularly, they buy a multi-card, which cuts the cost down to €6. 2 wiggles. Just the butt, not the head.
Despite having his fingers financially burnt before, he wants to turn these jive dance lessons into his big money spinner.
And out.
But first, he has to attract more people.
Our average attendance is 25 or 30. On a hot August night, I can be there and only, 10 or 12 people will turn up.
Colin is about to embark on a one-man mission to expand his business.
We're going to start advertising this week. With a bit of luck, if the advertising works, we should have a bigger class. Obviously, as big as it gets, the better it gets. The bigger it is, the more sustainable it is. So yes, I'd love it to grow. Another night comes to an end.
With so many Brits living on the Costa del Sol, tensions between native Spaniards and expats are starting to become apparent. Some Spaniards complain the area has been swamped, describing the Costa del Sol as a foreign land. There's even a feeling that some Brits are a drain on Spanish services at a time of austerity. It all has a familiar ring to it.
Muchas personas venían aquí a España a aprovecharse de que la sanidad era completamente gratuita, de que muchísimos británicos, el hecho en sí es que venían aquí a España con familiares, amigos, residentes, y se hacían residentes aquí en España para aprovecharse de esa sanidad pública y gratuita. Eso se lo proporcionaba el Estado español, generando un grave perjuicio económico, lógicamente, al Estado español, porque esa sanidad realmente debería de hacerse y debería de desarrollarse en Reino Unido y pagarlo, obviamente, la persona que lo está recibiendo.
In the Las Laguna Medical Centre, Brits living on the Costa del Sol regularly seek medical treatment. It's a small public hospital, part of the Spanish equivalent of the NHS. Treating so many Brits unable to speak Spanish means the clinic relies on translators to liaise between doctors and expats. Translators like Freddie.
So he's going to wash out both ears for you.
El oído derecho.
Oído derecho. No va a lavar los dos. No, only the one, the right hand one that's giving the problem. Yeah, sí, es correcto.
Bueno, se tiene que sujetar la bandeja.
Can you hold the tray for her? ¿Sale algo o no?
Sí, calcificado, pero le voy a lavar más veces. Sale un trozo de tapón.
Yeah, that's it.
Bien.
Yeah.
¿Oye bien?
Yeah.
Claro. Muy bien.
Freddie's time appears to be spent mostly with British pensioners resident here, who can all access Spanish healthcare totally free.
This is all picked up by the Spanish health system and another satisfied customer. They're very good, aren't they? People retire out here, so it tends to be an older age group. Obviously, who have more need of medical attention anyway.
82-year-old Elsie has been brought in by her family.
My parents have lived here about 15 years, but my mum's become quite ill in the last 5 years, and she's got a bit of dementia, so I don't live here. I speak a bit of Spanish, but I don't live here. But I just come back to help. My brother's here.
Originally, my mum was able to walk around freely. Since her last mini stroke, she's become worse and is confined to a wheelchair, so she doesn't move around on her own. And somehow she's banged her leg again, and we don't know how that happened, but that's why we're there, really.
Blanco, aquí hinchada, mucha hinchada. Es ahora un poco mejor, pero...
She's beginning to realise that she has dementia, and she knows it's going to get worse as well, so she gets quite sad and morose. Then again, she has a very bad memory, which helps, because everything she has one day is forgotten the next day. She's deteriorating more rapidly now. So our work really is cut out for us now. It's only going to get worse.
Okay, you happy? Yeah?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, so you just carry on putting the bed to Dino. Obviously, if it doesn't, if it gets any worse or anything, bring it back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
With so many Brits leaving the Costa del Sol, why would a pensioner like Elsie stay in Spain to navigate a foreign health system in another language? Back on the road to Benalmadena, where I've arranged to explore the area with night owls Bronte and Sasha, but this time in daylight.
This is the 24-hour square.
And why did they call it 24-hour square?
Because it used to be open for 24 hours, but now it's not. When I first came over, in the daytime, everyone would be here. All the bars used to be open in the day. There's just not enough people coming here anymore to even bother opening this.
No. It's called the 24-hour square, but it's not even open now during the day. It's like a ghost town.
Yeah, see, these ones all here are all closed down. I think they've been closed down for about a year.
None of these are open?
It's all boarded up. This one's still got all their stuff in it, but it's it's just got bins and
random stuff.
That stuff's probably been in there for years.
You used to come here, they used to have tables all out here, terraces, all these bars had PRs outside.
Yeah.
You had a mix of Spanish and English here, but now there's nothing, they're all empty.
No morning.
So really, we've only got 5 bars, and there used to be about
15.
With so many bars going bust, and more closing for the winter, Bronte is considering leaving the Costa del Sol and returning to the UK.
I don't know if to go or stay. A few of my friends who have just finished university and stuff, and they're still unemployed now. And then I see that and I'm like, I haven't even been to university, and what chance do I have getting a job going back home? There's no jobs? I don't know what my ambitions are. I know that I don't want to live in England. I don't know what the future holds. I wish I had a plan, but I don't.
It's clear that the boom time of British bars offering work to young migrants like Bronte is over.
Free entrance, enjoy it, alright?
For decades, British tourists and expats kept the pubs and clubs thriving. But today, times are much tougher. In Calahonda, Big Dave is trying anything possible to inject more cash into his business.
Tell me about the new vending machine, Dave.
Herbal Viagra for men and herbal Viagra for women. You got to make a profit somewhere. I'll get a little commission out of that. I hope I'm putting the ladies. We seem to sell a lot more to women than we do men. I don't know why. There's a lot of guys leave here drunk and don't even know they've had one in their beer. That's what I think happens there. Yeah, the recession's been hard. all the British bars are all of a sudden doing buy one get one free, which is normally a good sign that someone's on their way out. It's you can normally see that for the first, and you'll see it for 3 or 4 months. They're doing buy one get one free, then they're gone. They lose everything.
Big Dave has a brand new idea to attract more Brits. With son-in-law John, he's off to the local fish market.
At the moment it's quieting down now, so we need to get people back in. So the whole idea, we try something different. Fish and chips. Everyone likes fish and chips. Everyone likes roast dinners as well. That's why we do that. It's one of the things you ever go at everything. Try everything.
What does Tracy think?
Tracy worries that no one's going to tell her no. That's Tracy's biggest worry. She just lets me do what I want to do. It's my business. I do what I want to do. I put my foot down. Don't tell her any different. Like she thinks it's her business. Bacala fresh. No bacala, yeah? Bueno. Today? Mañana? No. None this week, no? No. Gracias.
After todo. It's responsible somebody else might have.
Bacala fresh. No, I'm giving this up, mate.
What do you think they say about us?
They call us giddies, foreigners, giddies. But yeah, they like us here, but they liked us here 10 years ago. But now they're in this shit like everyone else. There's a crisis on. They want us gone. Bacala fresh?
Bacalao fresh?
No.
Hay bacalao congelado.
Got frozen, yeah? Spanish, before we got here, used to ride on donkeys. Now they ride around in brand new cars because the bit of land they had, they sold to the Brits. When we built houses, we built everything here. But now we've built it, you can jog on, we want it back. Well, unfortunately, we're here now, and I don't think we'll be going anywhere. 14 a kilo. That's frozen, yeah? And that's it? Small steaks, isn't it? Very small one. See? If you ask the Spaniard how much do you want for that, they put the price up. If you're interested, they'll put the price up. There's people paying rents on bars that can't afford the rents and saying to Spanish owners, any chance of you helping me out here? And they go, no. And they're evicting them out of the bars. And the bars sit closed for 2 years. No. Gracias. We're going to be the most expensive fish and chips in the world.
Solamente coméis pescado frito ustedes, allí en Inglaterra.
We've tried, we've come to the market, now I'm going back to the suppliers.
Ese hombre es un grandillón.
Some of these are nice, but if I point them out myself, it looks like a real show off, so I can't do it. But I love some of the comments in these. I mean, I don't want to be showing these because it looks like I'm really showing off. It'd be nice if you'd spotted them, but it says, thanks for the hours of dancing. What would we do without you? That was one which is a nice one. How would people describe me? Probably someone with an ego the size of a small Spanish village, probably. But that's a really tough question. Come on, give me a sensible question. It can't. How do I know how people would describe me? Outgoing might be one word they use. Comfortable in front of an audience might be fair.
What did you do before you moved to Spain?
Built a family. I think built might be the wrong word. Had a family and brought them up.
And business-wise, you were...
All right, for 16 years I was in the swimming pool industry. I first started off as a salesman and then moved on to have my own company and then my own distributorship, and then finally ended up with a company called Cascade Swimming Pools. That was this one here, Cascade Swimming Pools. I mean, we had good times, we had a good house. This was the pool at home, and this is my youngest. He's now 30 years old this year.
And that is you?
Yeah. I look about 12, don't I? Do I have any regrets? Kind of yes and no. For a while I regretted the Flight Points company losing that, but it was all my money, it was all everything I had went into that business. Do I regret anything else? I think like everybody I would have liked to have been married once and stayed married all my life, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. Apart from that, no.
Colin wants to expand his dance business, so he's hunting for venues for a brand new weeknight class.
Times are tough, So if I can persuade a venue that I'll bring in 30, 35 people all buying drinks, then they'll normally give me the space.
Tell me about the suit.
If you turn up in flip-flops and shorts, it's going to be hard to get past the receptionists. I need to talk to the entertainment officers or the manager at these hotels to convince them that they need me and my dance club there every Thursday night. So, but first job to get past the receptionist. And if you're wearing a smart pair of trousers and a shirt, you've got much more chance of getting her attention than shorts and flip-flops.
Dressed to impress, Colin is planning on cold calling at hotels. But to get past reception and to the people with power, he'd prepared a little white lie.
So you go in and the first thing you say is,
I'm looking for a venue for a Christmas party. And it's normally the same person that will be dealing with entertainment. And so we discuss the Christmas party first. And then I move on to the fact that we are looking for a venue for Thursday nights. Do you have a suitable room for a Christmas party? And the other thing is, do you have a big space for dancing? We bring in about 30 people all buying drinks. We were getting on so well, and she is really stunningly beautiful, the girl there. And everything's perfect. Until we got to the room. It's carpeted. I mean, not only can you not dance on carpet, if we did dance on, we would wear it out, even this expensive carpet. I mean, it's a very expensive hotel, and I'd hate to think what the price of the drinks was. We didn't quite get that far. But they would have had us in there, but we can't go in there. It just wouldn't work for us. So, we move on.
Undeterred, Colin's continuing to other hotels. With his pension used up by his rent, he's relying on his dance business for money to live on.
Okay, what could be worse than a carpeted floor? An alcohol-free zone. An alcohol-free hotel. There's a wellness centre. They have no alcohol, not even a glass of wine in there. Now that's not going to go down well for a dinner party or an evening's dancing. Okay, once again onto the Brits difference. I'm looking for a venue for a Christmas party.
what was that like, Colin?
I think we might get 5 weeks. which would keep us going whilst I find somewhere else. But the reason it's only 5 weeks is they closed on the 20th of October.
It's some consolation, but with winter approaching, it appears everything is becoming that little bit harder. I've been invited to Elsie and her family's villa, having met them a week earlier in a local medical clinic.
So George, will you tell me when you moved out here?
Yeah, 16 years ago. Just before the turn of the century, 1998.
George,
Yes, love.
will you just let me indoors?
Yeah.
What for help?
She wants to help. She wants to help.
Can you come straight back down?
Okay.
Since retiring out here, Elsie has suffered a stroke and developed vascular dementia. So why hadn't they returned to the UK?
We've been trying to sell the house, but the market isn't there. It's still up for sale. Until then, we were stuck here.
How do you make ends meet?
Yeah, the only money coming in now is Dad's pension and my mum's pension. We don't go out much, you know. We don't really do anything. We go shopping, spend the rest of the time going to clinics and hospitals.
I feel sorry for Dad, his life's falling apart.
The last few years been difficult.
I'm very disappointed with this Western governments, all this trouble of buildings, you know. This house was valued at $500,000. More than that, you know, a few years ago. Now it's not half that.
Julie and I both said we're both sort of pretty hungry that they came here to start with at such a late age, but left it so long. I mean, house prices rocketed a few years back, and we're saying sell up now and come back to England. You know, no, we like it here, we like it here. And now we're stuck here because we can't sell it. No, we can't give it away, really.
Do you ever regret moving to Spain, or are you glad you did it?
Now I do. When I lived in England, I had a 4-bedroom apartment house with a double garage, big gardens, and more or less swapped it for this.
I mean, it is a full-time job, you know, for both my dad and myself. As I say, it's not going to get any better.
They're stuck in a cruel limbo, unable to move because they're unable to sell. Out of reach of UK care and social services, they're hoping that somewhere in the Spanish system there might be some kind of help for them. Spanish property prices have plummeted, repossessions have rocketed, and now 3.5 million homes stand empty, 500,000 more unfinished and abandoned. Some Brits are stuck out in Spain, but others seem to be thriving under pressure.
So Colin, will you just tell me what we're doing?
Yeah, we're making an advert for Talk Radio, to go on Talk Radio Europe to promote the classes for the winter period, and then they're going to do an interview again to talk about the club and the classes. So hopefully our numbers next week will be twice as big as the number this week, if the advertising works. We'll have, what, 3 goes at it or 4 goes at it to get the best one?
Yeah, whatever we need.
Good. Alright.
Colin is paying hundreds of euros for a radio advert he's written and is now performing himself.
Okay, ready to go? Let's try one.
Yeah, go for it.
You have absolutely no idea how your life will change when you come to our dance classes. First, you'll learn to dance modern jive and soon look good on any dance floor, anywhere. Secondly, you'll make so many new friends you won't be able to afford enough Christmas cards. Natural strengths, communication skills. Obviously marketing, which has been my life. That is a strength. You have absolutely no idea how your life will change when you join our dance classes.
It's going really well, so you had a big smile.
It was something that somebody said to me. They said, you have absolutely no idea how much fun you will have. And I thought, there's a line. You have absolutely no idea how your life will change when you join our dance classes. It's emphasis. If I said, you've got no idea how much fun you'll have, there's no emphasis. If I say to you, you have absolutely no idea how much fun you have, there's emphasis there. Advertising is key to the business, because if we don't hold the numbers up, and we drop the numbers at the venues don't take enough money over the bar, we lose the venues. But I was very happy with that, very happy with that. I'm happy with that. Is that all right? Good with that?
That's a take.
Yes, sir, we'll go with it.
The summer season on the Costa del Sol is coming to an end. Businesses, bars and restaurants are closing for the winter. And it's bad news for Bronte.
The bar that I work for is closing in 2-3 weeks, so there's just no point being here anymore. If the bar that I work in at the moment was open in the winter, I would 100% say that's the only reason I'm going home.
But before she can even get to the UK, she has to pay for a flight.
This is my savings tin. So every night when I get paid, I come home and put my wages in here. But I had to open it the other day because I ran out of money. No, it's when I've got a day off. 50, 60. That's so bad. €60.
So she has to find the money from somewhere else.
Hi, Dad. We both want to come back. 3 weeks. For your birthday as well. Yay. I know. That is your birthday present? And me and Sasha coming home? That's your birthday present? Yeah? Yay, I'm excited. I know, I can't wait. Yeah. September. In the morning. Or in the afternoon. Yay. I miss you so much, Dad. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Is that a difficult choice?
Really difficult. I still don't want to go home, really. But I have to.
Right, I've got you off on Tuesday. Mum, you're in at 6 o'clock, so...
We're in on Saturday, aren't we?
John, will you be working Saturday and Sunday with us, since your wife won't be here?
I'd assumed Big Dave had stuck it out in Spain for the sake of his family and his business.
Right, Dave is doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
But it turns out it's a little more complicated.
Never volunteer for nothing. Someone asked me to do him a favour once, and I landed up in prison for 8 months doing someone a favour, helping to move some furniture. I didn't know what was in it. Genuinely. I literally did think I was just helping to move some furniture and stuff, and then when I got there, before we even moved anything, police turned up and inside the furniture there was drugs hidden, but I never knew that until I got there. Shit happens. I mean, I've had to take that as take it on the chin, and I'll probably have to go back for another 2 years, they're saying. Costa del crime, they call it that for a reason. People turn to it. And that's the downfall, that's what people do.
Dave is on a €60,000 bail and unable to leave Spain.
2 beef, 1 chicken, please.
He's now waiting for his full sentence, which could come at any time.
It's just another problem, another thing you've got to worry about in the back of your mind. Trying to make money, for trying to cover everything, all the bills. That's all you're doing. My wife, my kids, even though they're in their 20s, you still worry. Tracy, it affects more than me. She's got to pay the rent, she's got to pay all the bills, shopping, eating. You have to put so much money in my account while I'm in prison. Otherwise, if you have no money, you can't live in there. 1 for English, 2 for English, 1 scrambled egg. 78 dinners.
What do you aim for on a good day?
On a good day, 100 covers. That's hard work, mate. Another 2 years in prison, sooner the better. I want to get it finished with and get on with my life.
Colin's radio advert has been finished, and it's ready for broadcasting across the airwaves.
Okay, this sounds like what we got. Let's have a listen.
You have absolutely no idea how your life will change when you join our dance classes. First, you'll learn to dance modern jive, and soon look good on any dance floor, anywhere. Secondly, you'll make so many new friends, you hope you'll have food enough Christmas cards.
That's fine, I'm happy with that.
Colin is planning to spend even more money on posters to be placed across the coast.
You have absolutely no idea how your life will change when you come to our dance classes. That's what we use on the radio, so it'll follow through.
Does that come easy to you?
Yeah, so before I did this, I was in marketing, so not only to come easy, I actually enjoy it. I'll sit in bed, I'll wake up 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes and suddenly get an idea and start writing the ads.
You can't learn it. I don't think you can learn it. It's a natural skill. Hey, nice job. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
Alright. Can I have the bottom line in pink? Same pink as that. If you can print one out, I'll sign it off. Good. I'm very happy with that.
In 24-hour square, Bronte and Sasha are working their final shifts. Tonight, their bar closes for winter.
To be honest with you guys, beer keller is nice if you fancy just a little pint or whatever.
See you. Adios. How stressful. Now I have to clean all these. Never have to do this again. The dishwasher.
With just hours before their flight to the UK leaves Spain, it's time to pack.
It's only like this for like one day and then we tidy it up. Or maybe a week. Mixed emotions. Because I've been here for so long, it's weird to go home now, you know? I'll sit on it and you try and zip it up. Yay! So, and we're ready to go home.
I'm meeting Elsie and her family one final time. They're visiting the Mijas Foreign Residence Centre, a local office set up to help foreigners. All funded by local council tax, Brits regularly come here with problems around fines, Spanish law and welfare.
Please take a seat.
I don't know, my mum had a stroke. She needs quite a lot of looking after.
Okay, right. Now, we have a social services department that can deal with cases like this.
You don't speak any Spanish at all?
My sister's pretty good, but she's not here all the time. I don't.
I can go with you to social services, arrange for dependency law, social assistance to come round, assessor, because the more grade of dependency you've got, the more help you're going to be able to get from the town hall.
Okay.
Because of the situation, they actually go to the house and do the assessment at the home.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got some appointments. How
Cool. Fantastic. What would we do without you? I don't know.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Elsie. Nice meeting you. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Despite Spain being in the grips of mass austerity measures, there may be some extra help Elsie and her family can get.
Very helpful. Just home help would be useful, just to get her up and downstairs more easily and shower her and clean her, because Mum won't let me do that, so Dad's on his own and it's a bit of a struggle for him. It's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. Just to know that they're there now and they can come with us as they need to and can act on our behalf more proactively. It's like a helping hand, you know.
With an estimated 300,000 British pensioners having retired out in Spain, I'm left wondering if Elsie's story might be the tip of a very big iceberg. It's early morning in Benalmádena, and Bronte and Sasha are leaving for the airport. But after a heavy night, they aren't entirely ready for daylight.
Oh my god, this is so bright right now.
Or walking.
Oh my god, I can't stand up straight.
After 3 years living the Costa del Dream, it's over. Like many others, they're heading home. Now work has run out.
You have to go now. Make sure you message. Okay.
Estas chicas parece que han estado de fiesta toda esta noche porque huelen a alcohol. Pero la verdad que para mí es más de lo mismo. Realmente otro británico que se despide 400.000 lágrimas después de una noche de fiesta y a volar para casa. Espero que hayáis disfrutado vuestra estancia en la Costa del Sol.
They're heading to the UK, hoping work will be easier to find there than on the Costa del Sol. It's fish and chip night at Hardy's Bar, and Big Dave is hoping to attract more Brits through his doors.
I bought just over 40 pieces of fresh cod, fresh fish, so we'll go through now and then, we'll see what happens. I want these 40 customers, please. Let's get a look. You can only try. Let's Spain.
It's getting off to a promising start.
Fish, chips, mushy peas. First one, let's give it a go. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's normally a good sign, empty plate. That's me. That's good enough for me.
Georgie said it was beautiful and all that was left on the plate was a bit of squash lemon.
This time next year we're going to be millionaires.
But after an early rush, it suddenly goes dead.
Want another customer, please?
It's quiet at the moment, very quiet. Him and his big ideas.
After 4 hours, Dave has only managed to sell a handful and is barely covering costs.
I just wasn't happy about doing it because I don't think special nights actually work because we've got a strip full of restaurants. So I didn't think it'd be a good idea.
The fish and chip nights have been a disaster.
But daughter Charlie has some news she hopes might cheer the family up.
I'm going to be a nan!
Not only fish and chip night tonight, it's bun in the oven night. Because my daughter's just announced to me that she's pregnant.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, gutted. I can't wait to see how much that's going to cost me. Believe me, the originals cost me enough. I don't know what the offspring's going to cost me.
I had a check-up at the doctor's and they knew we were trying, so they put the tests on and we went for our results today and they told me the results.
Absolutely ecstatic and I want to tell the world and I'll just have you.
How do you honestly feel, Dave?
Yeah, chuffed a bit. I just know it's going to cost me a few shillings.
Not one to waste stock, Dave cooks up a celebration meal before they break the news to John's mum.
I'm pregnant. Yeah.
What a melt. Cheer up, you visual. Listen, toast to Charlie and John.
Despite everything they're facing, Dave and his family seem to be riding out the Costa del crisis together. But they're under no illusion. There's a lot of hard graft ahead of them.
We are Spain's Indians. Yeah, we're over here, we're nicking their jobs, building our bars like their corner shops. You know what I mean? Everyone, when I was a kid, it's all the Indians were over here stealing our jobs, opening the corner shops 24 hours a day, working their nuts off. And everyone could get a loaf of bread when they went. Well, we do the same with the bars, but we're making a living. We won't be going anywhere. I'll go back when it suits me, not when it suits them.
It's dance night for Colin. He's hoping his advertising campaign will pay off.
Last week we had 30 in, which would be an average, but with the Talk Radio Europe thing this week, and the ad just starting to come out on the air, I would hope we would be near a 40 or 50.
But so far, it's only him and a couple of his volunteers.
It's 5 to 8, and in the next 20 minutes are critical. I'm really gonna,
With money tight and winter approaching, I'm wondering if Colin has misjudged his chances of expanding the business.
The last 8 months have been very, very difficult for a lot of people, slightly mature people, where they've relied on pensions. Obviously it's not going as far now, so they're not out and about as they used to be.
But bang on cue, there's an influx of OAPs.
35. Alright, so we're looking for another 10 to come and check in, and we'll be what I had hoped for. We were targeting 50 and we had 54, so I'm very happy with that. When you dance with a girl, look her directly in the eyes with as much love and affection as you have in your body. Here we go. This is tonight's first movement. It's called the first movement. I'm feeling good, and I'd love to go on until I'm 76 or 86.
Colin's more than hit his target, pulling in some of the plentiful pensioners of the Costa del Sol.
Now look like me and leave. You have to take risks. If you're an entrepreneur, that's what you do. And if you do it, you must go full on.
Perhaps Colin does know a thing or two about launching a successful business, and maybe jive dance lessons will recoup his fortune.
You've got to learn to take the good times and the bad times. Today, I have no shareholders, I have no staff, so life's good today. As the song said, I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in the world, cold beer in my hand, life is good today.
As my time in Spain comes to an end, I'm leaving behind a community of expat Brits, some stuck, some determined to remain, but all working hard to make ends meet. It's become clear that the UK is far from the only country debating immigration in times of austerity, but over here, it's us Brits that are the immigrants. Whilst the British love affair with the Costa del Sol may have hit the rocks, it's certainly far from over.
I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in a world of cold beer in my hand, life is good.
An affair that definitely is over concerns Meg Ryan and Andy Garcia. Their marriage is on the rocks in tonight's film, When a Man Loves a Woman in a Moment. Make the move to BBC 3 for American Dad.